A Mayo TD is concerned about the level of fear among healthcare staff who are receiving limited supplies of personal protective equipment for their work on the front line. Sinn Féin Deputy Rose Conway-Walsh says the state agencies such as the IDA, Enterprise Ireland and Udaras Gaeltachta have a role to play in seeking out companies here who could manufacture PPE. Speaking with Midwest Radio's John Morley, Deputy Conway-Walsh also said the government needs to be more transparent about the shortages of PPE.
I have received dozens and dozens of calls from staff across a wide range of medical disciplines who are really distressed at the limited supply of PPE that they are receiving. Now, these include hospital workers, nursing home workers, community workers, and they all appear to be impacted by the shortage of PPE.
You're calling for the government to be more transparent about the shortage of PPE. Are they not being transparent about the extent of it already?
Well, I have concerns. Now, John, I know that there's a huge global demand for PPE at this time, and no one expects to have more than is absolutely necessary for them to do their job. But it's not right that workers are working in fear because they don't feel that they're adequately protected. And there are two things that can be done immediately. Firstly, the government and the HSE at national level need to be transparent about the shortage of PPE. And secondly, they need to formally request all of the enterprise agencies, such as the IDA, Enterprise Ireland, Udaras Gaeltachta and others, to actively seek out companies and entrepreneurs who are willing and able to make the PPE items. That's the masks, the goggles and the gowns. Now, you ask, do I feel that the government are transparent around this? We work with the government and try, and this is way above party politics in what needs to be done here. But hearing about the grand numbers and broadcasting film footage of planes and runways and interviewing pilots just isn't doing what needs to be done, because what's happening on the ground is not matching up to what is being said at government level. People understand that there's difficulty in getting supplies, and there's a real willingness for people to work together. And indeed, I commend the efforts that are made by some schools and companies to use the 3D printers and to make the face shields. But this also needs to be done on a formal basis by asking all of those with 3D printers to make them available to produce PPE to an agreed standard. I also commend all of the individuals, I hear them all of the time on the radio, who are making masks and doing other things to help. But it is the role of the HSE and government to formalise this in a way that it's done properly so that the needs are met right across the community.
Mayo Sinn Féin Deputy Rose Conway-Walsh.